Hello everyone. I am using from Pouring Your Heart Out eBay store the fine live edge crystal mold, and here I am dusting some mica powder with sort of like a makeup brush, and I've got a plastic little round circle in the center to protect as much of the mold as I can. And then I'll be alternating the two colors with this other pen, mica powder pen, that I got from Temu. So enjoy as much or as little as you'd like. Alright, so you've seen the dusted. I kind of like the two-tone going on over there. I have been wanting to use these stickers for the longest time that I got from Hobby Lobby. So let me pour a layer of resin. I don't want it too deep, and you'll see why. So I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this because I don't want my pieces to float. So let me just do that for now. So I saw, so I've had these pieces for the longest time, and it's a heart back here. These I'm not going to show you. So that you have a little surprise. I'm going to put a little heart in the center. My tool. So I've been trying to study the dragon scale effect, much to many failures. And one of the channels, other than Petra, who does amazing ones, is Rebecca from Art. Oh, I'm just concentrating. Rebecca from Artofcheshire Cat, and I'll link that below. And she did this cherry blossom tattoo, and I went, oh my gosh, I've got these little suckers. So, and I've been dying to use them in resin. So I thought, let's see if I do it this way. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. So it's kind of like little heart-like. So let me do this. Turn that over. Push this down. Now, I'm going to pour the rest of it and hope these things stay. Because I do want a clear, oh yeah, I knew it wasn't going to stay there. So I'll just keep moving it. But it gives me an idea of where I want it. Yeah, I was not patient enough. I probably should have just let it sit with that little bit of resin, but maybe it'll be nice to me and stay put. And of course I want to use the rest of my resin, so I'm just gonna do on the edge here. Oh, sorry. This is the crystal live edge mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. It's the fine live edge mold. And I'm really curious to see, by coloring the druzy part or the crystal part, what it would look like. Plus, oh, I guess I could just do this and just leave it. I was going to put another coat on top, but I think I'm going to leave it clear. But let me see if I can heat gun it first to get the bubbles out, and I'll keep moving it, and I'll come back to you when it's ready to demold. But you know what? I might put a layer of white, I'm actually thinking, because usually you put black, but I want to put white just to see what would happen for that mica powder and the chameleon mica powder stick, whatever that's called, what that'll look like. All right, so I may be back for the back coat, or maybe just for the reveal. Okay, so this is an add-on to this project. I have this scalloped edge heart mold, and I did some wire cutting and did a little design. I learned this from Beth from Dewdrop Design, which I will link below. I have also done another video earlier. I'm not sure when I'll be posting this one, but hopefully I'll remember to link it, where I did a whole bunch of pendants. And I'm just addicted to this process because it's so fast, and I get to use chameleon flakes, which I absolutely love. I haven't been able to use them in like some of my other pours, but it works really well for this designs. So anyway, I'm going to just continue putting a layer here, let it sort of sit dry a bit, get tacky. It's called tack it over and over, and then come back and do to some music. The next few steps, it's several layers that this process is, but it's really fun, and it really doesn't take much time. So you can watch as much or as little as you'd like. All right, so after that tack it over and over sort of dried up a little bit, I am using my tweezers and placing some of the chameleon flakes. It's totally up to you how you want to use the color. There's so many different colors, and they're just gorgeous. So I'm just using a hole. I'm just opening the jar and then very lightly placing the flakes onto that sort of gluey layer. And now for the next layer, I am just pouring in a little bit of the UV resin, spreading it out, and then I'm going to use my light and just cure it for just only a very few seconds. It just needs to get sticky, just sticky enough, because you will see next that I will be putting in with a brush some Let's Resin chrome powder, and I decided on a ruby red color just for a change, and you'll see me spreading it out, and then there it is, using the UV resin just for a moment or two, and then I'm just sort of moving it around, and then now I'm placing the chrome powder and spreading it out, and oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well, anyway, there you go, and then I'll catch you for the next step. Alrighty, so now it's time for this to get a little back coat. So I had a little leftover black resin that I used in another project, and I'm going to fill it to the top. Now I could have used UV resin and did a black layer with the UV resin, but I find that I get a cleaner backing when I use pure resin. I mean, not pure resin. It is pure resin, not UV resin. So that's that one. And then in this cup, I put in 25 grams, and I put in some Sinker White, but there was no color, so I added some Enoki. I want a very light shade of white, and I hope this is not a mistake, only because, I'm gonna need some more. So let me go make up some, and basically I'm just gonna cover this edge here, and I will come back for the unmolding. So I had a little overflow, so I had to sort of trim it with my little clippers. And then this one, on the other side, I put in another layer of UV resin. So let's do one at a time. Let's see which way, no, this way. Okay. Ta-da! Sweet. How sweet is that? Too bad the little red flake got in there. But just a cool, simple, sweet design for a coaster. And I finally got to use my cherry blossom stickers. So, one. All right, take you back up. And then now, for this, I love the edging here. See how I think it's so pretty. And then, bloom, how pretty is that? I just love making these. They're so fun, easy, fast, and you can do all kinds of stuff. Not only, wire, craft wire that you can place, but other things. So, and like I said, I'm just in love with that chameleon flake. Okay, so anybody for making pendants or craft day, I like to do one a week. Okay, here's the other one. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time.